Live from the Portal Home Studio, it's Saturday night. With starring Groot, with special guest Taskmaster, musical guest Emily, and your host, the Brandt. Howdy, everybody. I really like Saturday Night Live, and we're just kind of sitting around here waiting to watch this week's episode, so I thought it'd be fun to play a little Marvel Champions here and be a little silly. So I'm going to play some Groot against Taskmaster. I've got Groot protection, see if I can make that work. Hard to deal some damage, so I may have to switch some things up. In terms of all that, I haven't been playing Marvel Champions a lot. I don't know about other people, but I kind of took a break. I mean, it was like a week and a half. It wasn't nuts, but I've been playing a lot lately and having a lot more fun. Just kind of going back to random hero, random aspect, random villain. Not quite. I mean, I usually pick them, but try to go there. So that's been good as of late. So we'll just try to have a little bit of fun. I posted a little while ago the Rocket one where I played against Ultron. That was a total blast. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I drew 81 bonus cards. So that was awesome. You're going to see more content from us, but we're going to start filming some stuff. We're not going to be live as much. Our store is opening and our internet is being finicky. So it's hard to guarantee that we'll be able to be live. So we're going to try to do some videoing of things and then posting later, which we love doing the live stuff, so it's a little sad. And we'll try to come back with a regular weekly thing when we can, or something to still be live. That's not going to be lost, but it may take a little while here, a month, while we get adjusted to everything that's happening. Come on, Emily. Come on. All right. Well, let's jump into this and try out Taskmaster and Groot and see how this goes in terms of all that. All right, got Taskmaster here, got my Groot protection deck. I got a lot of ways to protect, but I'm not sure I have ways to deal damage, so that's what's going to be tricky. Although Groot, if he gets counters, he'll do that damage himself, but I'm not sure if I can build this up. We'll have to see. I tried this a little earlier against Zola, didn't go so well, so we shall see, we shall see. All right, let's draw our opening hand. I am Groot, electrostatic armor, what we like, fertile ground, flora and fauna, so we're not going to be removing any threat. We're not going to be playing that, not going to be playing that. We'll probably play that. I'd like to have Iron Fist. Oh, we got to take an extra encounter card. Am I going to get Iron Fist down? Play that. Maybe, if we get a double resource. Nope. All right, so we'll have to see here. All right, so we will use, which one is this? This is the go again. That one's okay, but it's tricky early on. So we're going to use that in order to play Fertile Ground. We're going to use Fertile Ground and our own ability. Do that, draw another card. Bait and switch. And there's a way we could get rid of that. No, it'd have to be from the main scheme, so that doesn't work. We will flip Groot over and take 2 damage, so that's 2 of our counters. Anybody jumps in here, you can say hi. Hello, good to see you. In terms of that, so now I could play Iron Fist, what might actually be my best play. I think I will. Play Iron Fist, give him 2 counters, and then attack, deal 3 damage, and stun. So that will be 13. And a stun on Taskmaster. We'll take 1 damage there, and then Groot, I guess I will just deal 2 more damage for now. We'll see what we can do threat-wise next turn, because that's not getting us much of anywhere. All right, here we go. We draw back up. Oop, we still had a counter, right? That must have been the one I lost. I'll have to make sure I keep it on there. All right, well, we got all this ways to block. We've got Clea. We've got the vines for thwart, so that will be good coming out next turn. All right, so he's going to go ahead and add 1 here. Then I have to either choose to take a damage or add a threat. Let's go ahead and take the damage because we still have 1 counter left. He cannot attack, so then he will draw a second card here. Oh, I forgot I shuffled in the Galactic Artifacts. So this one will start with 5. That's going to be a lot of threat to get rid of. What am I thinking? And a Captured by Hydra has 5 on it. We can get an ally. So here's our ally that we can rescue. So now we got to think about how to do all this, huh? All All right, well, let's use a Never Back Down in order to play Entangling Vines. Then we can... Oh, we don't have a counter. No, that's not good. We can play Clea. So then we can... Wow, what can we do? We can remove 3 threat at most. So we're going to have to deal with this. That threat is going to go up quick. All right, well, we'll remove 1 here and another 1 here to bring this down to 3. And then we will have Iron Fist Punch and take him down to 8 and stun him. And then I need to get counters. If I flip down, we're adding 3 threat here. That's going to go to 5, 6, 7. He's going to draw a card. Woo, we're going to be in a tight spot. So I guess we will stay up. Well, we might as well. We'll figure it out. We're smart people. All right. So we'll flip down. We will gain a 3rd counter and draw a card. Hey, which is a fruition. So there's 2 more. So now we got counters. And then we'll draw up. So we just got to get through this, and then we should be in better shape. Ooh, there's an I Am Groot. That'll help a whole bunch. All right, so we're starting to get a little set up. We get the Death Focus, get this out, and then see what we can do from there. And the Entangling Vine, so we can remove a lot of threat. Next turn, get rid of this and this. So we'll just have to deal with what we got here. So he's going to add 3 threat. Then he's going to scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. So this is going to go to 9. So this is where we just have to hope he doesn't draw something here. All right, so that's another artifact, and that's going to have another 5 on it. Here comes Emily. Nope, she's staying in the corner over here. Don't attack me. All right, so we got that under control. Let's add 2 more counters. Actually, 3 more counters, because we'll Fertile Ground to draw an Armored Vest. I don't think that's our goal at the moment. So we're going to flip over. We're going to exhaust Groot and use Entangling Vines to get rid of 3 here. Take this out of the game and draw Moon Knight. I don't have a wild resource, so I'm just going to put Moon Knight into play. Then I'm going to use a Hard to Ignore to play a Deft Focus. Deft Focus will be used along with Hard to Ignore and Unflappable for an I Am Groot to get rid of 7 threat. So I can draw 2 cards here. That seems good. So we will clear this one. And I guess that goes to the victory display, so that one's out. So we will draw 2 cards. Now we'll get a Vine Shield. So we will Vine Shield an Armored Vest. Oh, when I flipped up, I should have taken 3 damage. Okay, so that means I would have just played the I Am Groot first to get rid of the 5 and then done the same thing. So I know it looks like I wouldn't have had enough, but I didn't switch my order because I was fine. All right. Man, those counters go fast, though. Those are gone. And then we can use our allies here. So we'll use Moon Knight to get rid of the Hydra Patrol. When we do that, we have to search. Yep. So we will search, and we will put a regular out. And we will use Iron Fist to get rid of that regular. And Cleo will stay there to block. All right. We're in reasonable shape. Is this bad? This is bad. Again, if he schemes, we're in trouble, but we'll figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we've got Rocket. That should be helpful in terms of all that. All right, so he's going to add 2 threat to go to 11. Out of 12, yikes. Then I have to either add a threat or take a damage. I will take a damage. Then he can't attack because he's stunned, and he draws a card, and it is Photographic Reflexes. So this is when he gets attacked, prevent all the damage, and deal an equal amount back to my identity instead. We're going to put that right in front of him so I don't forget. All right, so threat is the name of the game here. That's what we're trying to get rid of now, huh? So we will use Moon Knight to get rid of 2 threat here. We'll play smart. Then we will use Groot and Entangling Vines. Spend a counter to get rid of 3 threat here. So this is gone, and I get to play a card reducing its cost by 3. I will then use Power of Protection to play a Dauntless. We're in pretty good shape there. We'll use Rocket to thwart for 2 here. We did not deal him any damage. And I've got 2 double resources I will not flip down. So we will draw more here. All right. Still a little tricky with threat, but we should be able to get it down pretty low next turn. All right, so he will add 1 threat to go to 10. Then I have to either add a threat or take a damage. I will take a damage. He will attack me. Clea will block. Clea blocks the 2 damage and gets shuffled back in. And then we draw Wilt, which is actually perfect. Other than threat. Just been tricky all game. But we will flip down and exhaust. Take that out of the game. I can push this a little bit this way. For everybody. There we go. Hi. I play it like an angle. I'm sitting here, and I've got all this angled, so that seems to be working pretty well. See all my tokens here. All right. It still looks a little funny. There we go. Got all this dead space out here because it's hard for me to reach over there. All right, so away we go. We're going to add 2 counters. We're going to add 3 counters because we're going to use Fertile Ground. And we're going to draw We Are Groot. And then we're going to flip. And then we are going to play Fruition. Sorry, we should take damage first. So we take 2. So we go down to 2. And then we add 2 with Fruition. Then we are going to play Mockingbird using a Root Stomp. There's our Mockingbird. When she comes in, she will stun. Rocket will remove 2 threat here, bringing that down to 8. Moon Knight will go away, bringing this down to 6. Don't really need blockers. And Mockingbird will hit him for 1, blocking it and dealing that 1 damage to me. And then we will use Deft Focus to play We Are Groot, get rid of these tokens to gain 3 toughs. Guess the big question is, would we rather get 2 so we have a token left for Lashing Vines? I think so. So we're not going to put one here on Rocket. All right. He's going to add a threat. We're going to choose to add another threat to go to 8. He cannot attack, so he will draw a card, which is a Hydra Soldier. Oop, we didn't draw back up. And we drew Clea, double resource, Endurance. Yeah, Endurance is not my favorite with him, but it could get us where we need to go. All right, so we will use we will use Deft Focus to play a Vine Spikes. We will use a double resource to play Clea. Now we've got this one. We could get rid of threat, deal with this guy with Rocket. Yep, that's the way to do it. So we will use Rocket to get rid of this guy, not using his overkill, but +3 attack, so that's gone. Then we will exhaust our Entangling Vines to it. Oh, we get an encounter card. And exhaust to remove 3 threat, and then Cleo will remove another threat, bringing that down to 4. We will flip down Fertile Ground, 3 tokens, and we'll use those 3 to put Black Widow out, and she'll remove 2 more threat. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. Oh, and that's supposed to be a 3 like that. So pretty good shape. This is that Vine Shield as well. I've got all of these. Lots of things going on. The Fertile Ground can go over there. And don't forget my extra card. All right, lots of allies. Lots of build. That's the thing with Groot is this protection allows him to build up till he can do the things he can't normally do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! All right. We got 1 card left. Now we've got some I Am Groots and Root Stomps and all sorts of things to do things with. All right, we will add 1 threat. Don't have to worry about anything else. He will scheme for 4. That goes back to 7. Man, I feel like I had that down. All right, and he will draw an encounter card, which is the Magical Teapot, which I can heal 4 damage. Yay. So that's got 5 on it, an encounter card draw, and another Hydra Soldier. All right, so we still got some things to deal with here, huh? All right, so first things first, we'll Fertile Ground and add our extra token. So Fertile Ground will let us draw this card, which is going to give us another encounter card, and that is a Power of Justice. What am I really looking for? I don't know. I don't need to heal, so that teapot is annoying, but I have to get rid of it. I have a Root Stomp to take care of the soldier. I got blockers for days. It's just threat removal. All right, so I'm going to... And I got Starhawk here too. I'm going to use Desperate Defense, Never Back Down, and I Am Groot to play a Helicarrier. Get more build going. Flip. Take 0 indirect damage. Oh, that's perfect. I will use Power of Protection and Deft Focus to play Root Stomp to kill this soldier, to gain a token, to gain a card. I will exhaust and use Entangling Vines to get rid of 3 threat. I'll then get rid of Black Widow, which isn't my favorite, but it's a thing. Oh, you know what? The Root Stomp, missed it. I had the Helicarrier. So that will get rid of the teapot and heal me. Then I will play Starhawk with that. I got rid of that token. Starhawk will get rid of 1 threat here. And take a damage. All right, there we go. Got 3 encounter cards to deal with this turn, though. We got lots of blockers. All right, draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we got people watching. Say hello. I love being live. Fun. All right, I've got an I Am Groot, so I should be able to clear all that. I should be able to get a bunch of this down. This should be a pretty good turn. In terms of that, it's just getting enough resources to do all those things, so we'll have to see how it goes. All right, he's going to add a threat. I'm going to let him add another threat rather than deal a damage to get rid of my tough. Then I'm just going to let him attack. Actually, I got all these allies, so I'm going to let him attack Mockingbird. Well, you know what? Just Clea, because she gets shuffled back in. So for 4, Clea gets shuffled back in. And then I got all these encounter cards to deal with. First one is Photographic Reflexes. Second one is Mimicry. Discard the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did draw an attack card. So he will attack me. So now she will block. And it's going to be, if you're in hero form, take a damage. Otherwise, place a threat in the main scheme. Ouch. Should have just taken it. All right, so she's going to take the 2 damage. So there goes my toughs. And, oh, I do have a... No, he still hasn't attacked me directly. What is this? Retaliate as if you get attacked. I got to remember that. All right, and then another card. My last card here is his shield. So this gives him Retaliate, which is a mess with those tokens. So let's see what we can do. All right, so first things first, we want to get rid of that threat. Got nothing to Root Stomp. So we're going to be playing I Am Groot. So we're going to Helicarrier, Deft Focus, and Root Stomp to play I Am Groot. And that gets rid of 6 threat. So there we go. Now we're starting to clear things out. Then we will... Look at that, we're 1 short there. So we're going to have to flip, I guess. We will get rid of one of these tokens. And hit him to get rid of these. What's the shield got? Mental and a punch. We got 2 wilds. So let's just go ahead and get rid of the shield. Even though we could get Iron Fist out, we just don't have to. I don't want to deal him damage. I used this one. So we will flip down. We'll use Fertile Ground. That'll give us 3 more tokens. Draw a card. And it is an unflappable. We block, we draw cards. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll get rid of him. We've got plenty of other allies. And Starhawk, we'll just leave there. All right. Ready everything up. Draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. Oh, there's 3 hard to ignores in a row and a Clea. So that's an option. So then we start defending ourselves. I've been using so many people to help block. Now maybe they can start doing some of the damage. All right, he will add a threat. He will scheme for 2. And he will draw Captured by Hydra. This goes to 3. We got that threat to remove over there. All right, Fertile Ground. We're going to fill on tokens here. Draw a card, which ironically would work if I wanted to. We will flip. He will draw 3. Ouch. We'll play a Fruition to get 2 of those tokens back. Although we don't even have the thing, so it's kind of funny. Then, how are we going to get rid of all that threat there? I have to use everybody, huh? All right, well, let's put down a hard to ignore with a desperate defense. Let's put down a Nerves of Steel with 2 hard to ignores. We'll hold Clea. We'll use Starhawk, Mockingbird, Groot, and a token with Entangling Vines to get rid of 5. This is out of the game. And we get a Shang-Chi. So we will play Shang-Chi. We cannot stun. I had a lightning bolt there. I should have been a little more patient, I guess. And then we will use him 2, I guess, remove 2 threat. And we're good. All right, now we've got the unflappable, the hard to ignore. We got all these, so now it's probably worth defending with Groot. All right, here we go. Endurance, Moon Knight. We are Groot and a genius. All right, so he's going to add 1 here. We'll let him add another threat to go to 3. He will attack Groot, and I will block. Do I need to spend a token? Blocking 4. Blocking 4. I guess I might as well spend the token. So I block 7. Or it's Vine Shield, sorry. He draws a 1. So I block it all. I deal 1 damage back to him. That's when he gets attacked. So I don't think that counts as an attack. And then I also trigger Unflappable and Hard to Ignore, which I may stop exhausting those. That'll bring that down to 2 and let me draw a card, double resource. All right, and then he's going to draw Master Plan. Ooh, this will go through his deck. Another Captured by Hydra. Okay, there we go. What we got here for threat removal? We've got Moon Knight if we put him out. So we'll have Starhawk, get rid of 1 here. Bring that down to 4. Starhawk goes back to my hand. We'll have Mockingbird, deal the 1 here, which means 1 comes back to me. She's gone. We'll put Moon Knight out. And we can't trigger his ability, but we can use him and Shang-Chi to get rid of these. And then we have an Elektra. We will put Elektra out and spend a punch resource. So we will spend Clea, and that will deal 3 damage to an enemy. So he's down to 4. Then she can attack again. Let's see, what do we got here? Oof, a lot of stuff. All right, we'll use the Helicarrier to put Endurance out. I'm at 13 health. We will attack for 3. He's down to 1. Flip when we retaliate. And then we will we'll use Deft Focus to play We Are Groot. We'll spend all these tokens and add Tufts. 1, 2, 3, 4 Tufts. We will flip down, use Fertile Ground, put 3 tokens back on, and we have a Flora and Fauna. Man, we can't even play Starhawk, huh? All right, so we're going to pitch those 2 and draw back up. There we go. There's an I Am Groot. Couple of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we can flip up and win next turn, hopefully. Look at this. So much on the board. All right. He will add a threat here and then scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4, so that's going to be 5 total. And then he will draw a Hunted by Hydra, and I just have to do Insight 1, so this goes to 8. All right, we will add 3 tokens, Fertile Ground, draw a Lashing Vines. We will flip up and take 1 damage, which will get rid of our Tough. Then we gotta find a way to deal 1 damage to him, huh? We will use, let's just going to play this. We're going to use Deft Focus to play Lashing Vines. We're going to play... Oh, no. We got to deal the 1 damage first. Okay. So Moon Knight will attack him and flip him. So he's got 17 health. And I get an encounter card. So I'll put here. Then we will play I Am Groot for 8 damage, bringing him to 9. I think we got him now. And we will play this I Am Groot. Actually, we'll just use the electrostatic armor to remove 8 threat. We will attack him and remove one of these using Vine Spikes to deal 4 damage to him, so he's down to 5. We will then trigger Lashing Vines, get rid of 2 to ready. We will attack again for 2, bringing him down to 3. And Elektra will come swooping in for the kill. There we go. All right. Got him down. Not too bad. So there you go. There's Groot. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, you take these heroes, you take Groot, you take Rocket, you go backwards into some of these villains, and you really see that Rocket and Groot work really well. It's that campaign that's really tricky, that makes Rocket and Groot seem like a lot trickier in terms of all that stuff. So, kind of crazy in terms of all that. But, yeah, I have a lot of fun with them going back. I mean, that's just cool. Groot just builds till you play those cards. I don't worry about the I Am Groots early on in the game. You know, I just cruise past them. But then late in the game when you can play those, super duper effective. So I think that's how that is. I wasn't sure about threat removal, but I had plenty. I got those entangling vines early, and that makes a big difference when you can use Groot to get 3 thwart. Because my other thought was I might have to put a Lockjaw in the deck to be able to do a little bit more. I'll tell you the other thing I've been having fun with is Groot aggression, especially in multiplayer, is amazing. You just get all the things people need. You hand out combat trainings, like we were playing the other night, and somebody had Star-Lord, so I gave them the boot camp. I think Rocket was out there, so it was like, here you go. Here's I can't remember if you can do Lion Weight or the Battle Fury. What is that? Battle Frenzy? The one where they kill a minion, they can ready. Get all that stuff out on the table, and then just get Groot to have a really thin deck, and give him what's the one where you can... it's the neutral card where you can look ahead, planning ahead, whatever it is. So you can draw more cards on your next turn, and you just thin your deck out, get those tokens, because you're not worried about blocking for everybody when you're in aggression. You're just building up those tokens, and then just getting those cards and just dealing out damage. It's awesome. Super fun. So that's been really good. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. If you're watching later, we're here. I promise we're still doing this. Like I said, we just need a little time with the store opening up and everything and resetting all that stuff. So I'll be playing from home a little bit more often, doing some champions. I know it's not as nice a setup. I don't have Larry, but still a lot of fun. And we're going to try to record some stuff and post it on the channel. So we have to finish up that one. Our internet crashed in the middle of our top 10 games there. So we're going to go back and do that. We'll just do the top 5 since we already have the other ones up. And some other stuff. So thanks so much. This was Saturday Night Live with Groot and Taskmaster. I'm the Brandt. Until next time, I hope you step into the portal.